Hey everybody. So for this bonus step, what we're going to be doing is setting up a damage indicator for all of our enemies in our game. This is going to be similar to the damage indicator that we will set up for our player, but the key difference here is that we're going to have to set it up for a lot of different enemy prefabs. So what we need to do is go into our resources folder. And you may have enemies in a few different places here. I have some enemies here in this folder up top. Inside my environments folder, I have a few enemy prefabs and enemies prefabs. So I would poke around, see where all of your enemies are located, because we are going to want to update all of our enemies to have this object on their prefabs. So what we need to do first is go to the resources and then prefabs folder, find the effects folder, and then inside effects there should be a prefab that says enemy damage. And if we double click on that, you should see there's some custom text in here. It's in red. And if we click on this HP label, we can actually see this text mesh component. This is going to be what actually holds our information about this text. So we have a couple things we can customize here. We can obviously change the font size. We can also change the actual font itself. So there's a couple different options here. You may see more than this in your project. Or may not, but yeah, there's a couple options here you can pick from. I'm going to pick this one just because I have a different text for my player damage, so I want to make them look a little bit differently. And then we can also give them a different color. This is up to you. I recommend keeping it a shade of red because that typically indicates there's a color that represents taking damage. Usually if you do something like green or blue, that is often used for healing. So usually we want to stick with a shade of red. I'm going to go with an almost orangish red color. I think that looks kind of cool. And yeah, we don't need to update this custom text value because this text is going to be replaced anyways by the scripts that spawn these damage particles. So what we need to do now is find each of the enemies we want to update. We need to select them, and then if we scroll down in their melee enemy component, we should see this text object field. So what I can do, what I'll need to do for each enemy is select the prefab, go back to my effects folder, and then drag this enemy damage object in. And we're going to need to do that for each of our enemy prefabs. So I have my skeleton and my wolf white here. So I'll select those and then go to here, find enemy damage. I also have my ranged wolf that I put in a different folder, so I need to select that. And then enemy damage. Then I have those 4 enemies here. If you have multiple enemies in a single folder, you can hold the control key and click on each one, and that will select multiple. And then all at once, you can actually drag that prefab in, and it'll apply to each of those. So if I go back to my enemies folder, select each one, you'll see each one now has that enemy damage object. And that's it. So you can take your time to customize the text if you'd like, but that's really all there is to get this to work. Once you've got it all set up, you can go ahead and enter into one of your dungeon scenes or even test it out on an enemy in your base scene. And when you attack them, you should see that enemy damage text appear somewhere around your enemy and show you how much damage you've dealt.